Let's move on now. We're still talking tennis, right, Cecilia? But this time we're coming back home, where over the weekend the Lagos Open was concluded, and we have a champions, one winner from India and the other winner from the Great Britain, Jack Draper, winning the men's singles title, playing against Cecilia's favorites in Tom Jumby of France. And Cecilia, you were there to see this match, and you saw, I mean, look at the fans that turned out to watch this match. It was a very high level of tennis on display, and Jack Draper doing what he was supposed to do, fighting back from 1-6 down after losing the first set 1-6, came on to win the next two sets, 6-3 and 6-4, to win the men's singles title. Jack Draper is just 16 years old. But if you see him, he's about 6'2" tall. Is a big lad. Is a big boy. And great personality on the court as well. So I just wonder, at 16, what were you doing? What was I doing at 16? But that's another story for another day. The match itself, Cecilia.
Yeah, absolutely. More than 3 hours on court. I mean, the crowd was, you know, when you expected something big and we got what we wanted, we felt maybe just because the last set of the semi-final was played earlier in the day, these players won't have much, you know, to actually give. But somehow, I don't know how Jack was able to do it. You know, Tomby, when he started, he was unstoppable. So I felt he's going to take this in 2 sets. But somehow I was able to fight down, talking about Jack now, from that 1 set down to be able to win at 6-3, 6-4 in the final, knowing that, you know, Tom, he's a favorite here. You know, his father is a Cameroonian. Yeah, of course, his father is a Cameroonian. Of course, a friend, you know, grew up in France and all that. So because of that, some fans were actually tilting towards it. But the students over here were actually rooting for the 16-year-old. And somehow I was able to, you know, raise the crowd, raise everybody's momentum, and somehow was able to capitalize on that, and he won it. So for him to have been able to, his first feature event was actually Nottingham last month. I mean, for him to be able to earn 1,000 points and all that, gets into, you know, this tournament, shows how hard he has really worked to be here. And that is why when he won, he fell down, and like the whole crowd were just for him. You know, it's not easy when you're playing against an experienced player, someone who won the Futures 1, the first lieutenant, the first Future 4, and now you're playing the Futures 5. You're meeting a champion, and you were down 6-1, and you were able to come back to get this. So it shows somehow the mental strength is really huge. So I felt it was a big one for all the young lads, all the students who actually come out to actually watch this guy, knowing that, yes, you can actually do it when you really mean to.
You mentioned mental strength, and he showed a lot of that, because this guy, where he's coming from, I mean, got to the final of the juniors at Wimbledon earlier in the year, right? So where he's coming from is a bit different from the tough conditions he had to battle in Lagos.
He changed his straight twice.
Exactly, I mean, weather, all sorts. And for him to actually go a step down and recover to win, it shows you at 16 already, he's already imbibed that never say die mentality and attitude. Like, he never wants to lose. And that's just remarkable. And he's being tipped as the next big thing coming out of Britain. I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised at all if this guy goes on to achieve great things in the next couple of years. Let's take a listen to what he has to say now, and after that victory, and his aspirations for the future.
Feels unbelievable. It's been a great 2 weeks. The guy I played today is unbelievable, Tom Jumby. The crowd was excellent. Yeah, I've loved it, and I'll maybe come back in the future. As far as ranking, I don't know, but in the future, yeah, it will hold me in good stead going forward, and I'm looking forward to the challenges ahead. Yeah, it was extremely competitive. I had to fight hard for a lot of matches, and yeah, I'm stoked to get through. It feels unbelievable. I don't know where the future is going to lead me, but hopefully I can move forward.
That's Jack Draper there, your men's singles champion of the Lagos Open. Do you have anything else to say?
No, like, just in his trophy presentation and all that, how excited he was, you know, knowing the governor of Lagos State, talking about Akinwumi Ambode was the one, you know, who stepped up to actually present the trophy to both of them. Now, that's
finally that's Tom.
The fan favorite, you know, getting his own runners-up trophy title. This is not what he wanted. but somehow.
But he won the first leg already. You can't win it all.
Sometimes you just want to get two. Remember what Pranjala did? She got it two. Right. But he wanted to get it two, but somehow he was tired. There was a point where he had to fall on liquids. I mean, he was even drinking, he was taking soft drinks and taking water, banana, everything and all that. It was gassed out, that was in the second set. But then somehow this boy just had something different, and there is this getting it, coming to Lagos for the first time and also winning the title. So it's a huge one for him being able to come here and win, and hopefully, next year he says he will also like to come. Let's if it's still, within that. We know how lowly ranked is right now. So there you have it, the champion of Lagos men's singles title, winning it for the first time at 16. Yeah.
All right, it's time to go for a break now. When we come back, we'll review the women's singles final. That was won by an Indian. We'll get to reveal her after this break. All right.
Okay, all right, let's go back to the Lagos Open now. We're going to talk about the women, but I went for that short break. Let's just quickly talk about the women, what went down on Saturday. That happened before the men, having an Indian. She won the Futures 4 and also went on to win Futures 5. And that's why everyone was actually rooting for Tom to actually do the same thing, but he couldn't.
All right, you guys wanted double winners. It wasn't meant to be. The final, the women's singles final was between Pranyala Yadapali of India taking on Connie Parents. Yeah. As a very regular customer at the Lagos Open, former Lagos Governors Cup. The final, Cecilia, straight sets. The first set was straightforward, but the second set, that was a tough one.
It was a tough one, went to tie breaks and all that. But this is where you have the trophy presentation. But we wanted to see the game before this presentation. Yes, that's the game. Somehow, I think Pranjala, she wasn't really, somehow, I don't know what happened in that first set where she was clinical. But Karen, you say she was really tired. She said she was like,
how you keep looking for excuses for all of them?
I'm not, because, when you win your first set convincingly, you're like, okay, you're on fire. And the second set, you're like, okay, the way she was beaten in that first set, 6-1. And the second one, she tried to fight back, take it to the third one, but just wasn't to be. Because, the Indian lady, she got other ideas. She was better on the day. She was fantastic. So I'm not trying to make excuses, for Corinne, but somehow she was better. She was better on the day. It's the first time of also coming in here. That's why I was happy. Corinne, we've seen her a lot of times come in here, and she's won this one 3 times. So she's won it several times, and this is just this is the last time that she's going to come here again. Because her ranking right now is going higher, and that's why she would just be looking forward to other tournaments, just like we had Boyan Chorich when he came here 2013, right? Seems a long time ago. Right now, this is the guy who just beats Roger Federer.
Incredible story. Every time I think about Church's story, it just astounds me. Yeah, so congratulations to Pranyala Yadapali winning twice the Lagos Open tennis tournament in Nigeria. Let's listen to what she has to say after.
It has been great 2 weeks for me here in Lagos, winning back-to-back titles, and I would like to congratulate Connie for great 2 weeks, and I think now I will be going to top 300, somewhere 270 something. It's a really big jump, and I think it's really tough to maintain the same focus, same determination, the same rhythm, playing every day. And it was really tough conditions playing for us. In the second set, I was dying on the court, dead, but I was just trying to push, and then in the tiebreak, I was like, okay, come on, push this one, otherwise it's going to be really tough the third set. So I was just, because she's a good player, she doesn't leave, and she's really experienced as well. So I need to be really focused and really keep up my game to the level where I can defeat her. I think the Lagos crowd was really awesome, supportive, and the people are really sweet, helping, and the organization is really well, and the media, you cover everything a lot, and I think I've seen this in India and again in Lagos and not anywhere else, and I think you need to have a lot of patience to do that. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she enjoyed her first time coming to Lagos.
Fantastic experience for her.
Fantastic.
Winning twice.
Mm-hmm.
The runner-up, though, Connie Perry, who was won the event multiple times already.
Yeah.